Lesion, we find it when the person flexes then. So if Phil's flexed forward and my left side came back, I would name that positional diagnosis of ERS, name your thumb, left. Okay? So again, when I was 22, I didn't know what I was doing. So some people might claim that still today. But anyway, so I had to make up another rule, and this one worked. I said E equals elevate. So again, don't write yet. Let me explain it, and I promise I will let you write it. I haven't lied yet, right? E equals elevate. So what did that mean? It meant that the thumb side that came back was going to go up, and it meant that their feet were going to push up. So it worked just like the other one. Flex to the floor, E equals elevate, right? So flex, that side went on the floor, the feet push to the floor. This one, that side goes up, and then the push up. But let's figure out why it works, okay? So I said ERS left. So which side goes up? The left. So Phil's going to lie on her right side, and I'm going to stay behind her for now. And then I knew that she was going to end up pushing her feet up towards the ceiling, so I'm going to end up dropping her feet down towards the floor. It's extended, so what can it do? Can't flex, so that means everything is going to come forward, and I'll be standing in front of her, okay? So this arm goes behind her. Looks just like a sacral torsion. And then this goes forward, and then her feet are going to be pushing up. So I'm going to flex both knees because I need to get to that segment again. So if it was L4, I would come up to L4, 5-inch space. Okay? ERS left. All right? So I have her flex. That's the barrier. Good. I have to get her to rotate and side bend to the right. So she's lying on this side and she's rotated that way. Is that to the right? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's why it worked. Okay, and when I drop her feet down towards the floor for my last barrier, that's the same as right side bending because she's lying to the right, and then I ask for motion away from the barrier. She will push up. That's why it worked. So it worked for the exact same reason as the other one. So I'm going to turn her around now so that I can show you the technique. All right, so again, this time I take both feet, and Freya's third law will still work, so, I'll tell you what I used to look like when I did this, and I'll tell you why you want to do side bending last. So you find your interspace, get on that L5, or I said L4, 5, so L. There. Her shoulders are already forward, so that's okay. Now, what I used to look like was this. Do that for 30 years and see how you feel. Okay? I was well past the barrier. I hadn't taken up all my barriers, and you don't need to have that much range, and that's why you really do want to take the side bending barrier up, and I would raise the table a little bit higher than this if I were going to keep doing this technique. But anyway, so she has come forward. I've got my flexion extension barrier, and then all I have to do is go to there. And then I ask her to press her feet towards the ceiling. And I can feel that right there when she does that. Okay, and then when I hold that for 6 seconds, and relax, take a breath. I bring her into a little bit more flexion. Again, I would raise the table. She's a little low for me because I like to have that up on my 2-month speed bump that we talked about last week. Right? Okay, and then forward a little bit. And then I drop her, and I always have to think, which way do her feet go? Oh yeah, she's going to push up, okay? So I drop her feet down a little bit more, press up again. That's how I used to do it when I didn't know why I had them in this position. I think, which way are her feet supposed to push? And now I know I had her into a motion restriction. And relax. And I do that 3 times, right? Bring her knees up a little bit further, she rolls a little bit further, and I drop those feet down a little bit further. Okay? Pretty easy.